Hi everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey. Ow. So to connect with this message, please hit that thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and little notification bell so that you know when I post new videos or when I go live. I usually go live once a day, and sometimes I will do free live readings at least once a week. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. I'm trying to light this little piece of Palo Santo. And you can always share the videos with somebody who you think will resonate with them. All of that is greatly appreciated, and it does help out the channel. This video is for the star sign of Pisces. For the blood moon lunar eclipse that we got coming in Virgo. Alrighty, I think it's lit pretty good. So, Pisces. The lunar blood moon eclipse in Virgo on March 3rd, coupled with Mercury retrograde, signals a major period of emotional purging, faded endings, and deep reflection. This intense transformative event asks for releasing perfectionism and overthinking, urging a shift towards self-care, flexibility, and letting go of emotional baggage. Lunar eclipse in Virgo, March 3rd at 3:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and a South Node eclipse. So the South Node represents repetitive habits and patterns that we are comfortable in that need to be addressed. This is the third in a series that began in 2025, continuing the theme of releasing old, rigid, and critical ways of being to embrace a more compassionate life. Mercury retrograde in Pisces. Mercury is in retrograde while opposing the Virgo full moon. This is described as moon omens, can cause communication confusion, and emotional disorientation, pushing us to review past decisions, fix mistakes, and address misunderstandings rather than forging ahead with new critical projects. Okay, so with Mercury being in retrograde in Pisces, be aware of hidden enemies wanting to come out of the woodwork, wanting you to review maybe past decisions that you've left them behind, or trying to fix some sort of a mistake. Oh, it was just a misunderstanding, something like that. All right, so be aware of that. And Pisces also is they have the habit of playing a victim, so be aware of that, of past people coming back and playing the victim. I'm sorry, let's fix it, right? People who like, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right. They have that conflict back and forth. So be aware of misunderstandings, be aware of fights, arguments of who's wrong and who's right. Be aware of people playing the victim in situations. Also be aware of hidden enemies. All right. The total lunar eclipse creates a reddish hue often associated with powerful, life-altering, and transformative energy that brings hidden truths to the light. So, yeah, that's what's said about the hidden enemies. Embrace flexibility. Virgo's tendency to overanalyze is challenged. The eclipse encourages going with the flow and letting go of being perfect. That's like I'm right, you're wrong, right? No matter what, I'm right, I'm wrong. You always do wrong. Like pointing the fingers because somebody thinks they're perfect or better than you. This is an ideal time for emotional healing and closing chapters rather than starting new ones. Watch communication. With Mercury retrograde in Pisces, a sign that can be dreamy or evasive. Be careful with misunderstandings. Revisit old issues or conversations. Yeah, somebody coming in from the past saying, oh, we need to fix this relationship. I miss you. I just misunderstood you. Da 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 da. Hidden enemies just to deter you. Wanting you to stay in that old pattern or old habit of I can fix you or something along those lines. The signs affected are Virgo and Pisces, of course, along with Geminis and Sagittarius. Virgos and Pisces because North Node, South Node, they're polar opposites. And Pisces because Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. Virgo and Gemini because Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. I don't know why Sagittarius is in there. I don't know. But let's check out the moon omens. I want to check that out. I don't know. Let's check out the moon omens. This event makes a moment of release, purification, karmic cleansing that invites us to clear space in our lives and come into deeper alignment with our soul's path. The event is meaningful for everyone, but will be felt more personally by those of us born with personal elements around 12 degrees of mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. These individuals are being asked to get clear on what truly matters to them, realign with and let go of what has become heavy, unnecessary, or brings them out of balance. Clearing space. The emphasis of the South Node eclipse is on release and completion, often feeling of deja vu merging around this time, and we may feel we are reliving something we already experienced or find ourselves in a situation, revisit lessons we thought we already learned. So that could be a situation where you're being tricked. You may have already learned that lesson, but people want to come back and keep you in that pattern. Karmic entanglements and attachments can resurface, asking to be acknowledged and seen for what they are, which is karmic attachments. All right, so we're just going to leave it there. I think that's the gist of it. So the moon represents the unconscious and the feminine aspect of the lunar eclipse. The sun represents the masculine aspect or the consciousness. So remember, it's a full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse, which means the moon, you got the sun shining the hue on it. It's not the sun over top of the moon. It's the moon over top of the sun. So that means the unconscious is at play here, especially with Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So conversations tend to be a little emotionally charged. Yeah. All right. So please and thank you, Holy Spirit, for the Pisces Collective. Believe in the impossible blue moon. So the blue moon is like the second full moon in the month, in a month's time. So Pisces, you're being asked to shift your belief system. Let go of the ego and start believing that anything is possible. A personal issue reaches a resolution, full moon in Cancer. So something on a personal level is being resolved here. When it comes to your belief system, when it comes to maybe something that made you feel depressed or a little blue, the energy of blue is throat chakra. Cancer rules the home, family, rooted issues, the mother figure. Okay, so because the lunar eclipse is in a earth sign, I decided to use the Earth Magic Oracle cards. I don't know if we're having. Let me see something here real quick. Okay, Pisces. So I just looked on astroseek.com. Yes, there is a blue moon coming. When you get 2 full moons within a 30-day cycle, you have the full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse on March 3rd, and then on April 2nd, you have the full moon in Libra. So in 30 days, so something about that blue moon on April 2nd could be significant. We have 3-3, March 3rd adds up to a 6, and then the full moon in April on April 2nd adds up to a 6 as well. So something about the 6s, something about balancing out, something about two things. Definitely about balancing out with it and being Libra, like maybe a recalibration, because something on a personal level is being resolved, which is bringing in a personal balance, a recalibration, so to speak. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Can we have one Earth card for Pisces? Communication. So there's definitely some sort of communication. So look at the portal, right? And then you got the ancestors sitting down here with the eagle. So there's definitely some sort of communication coming in from a family member or an ancestor on a personal level that is going to be resolved, or they're assisting with resolving something for you on a personal level. DNA, karma. Okay. Nurturing Gaia, unveiled, veiled, fog. So clearing out some fog. And realizing the strength that you have, because look at this. We have fog. Look at the mountain peaks. See the mountain peaks sticking out here, and then here it is. Something is being cleared. That personal issue that's being cleared that has fogged your mind. The veil is lifting. Some sort of iciness that you've been submerged in. Okay. Pisces. Communication. Eagle. Yeah, you could see that it's even foggy on this card. So that portal, the full moon portal. Here, the man and the eagle make contact through the eyes and spirits. The man has performed a ceremonial calling to Eagle Brother, who now comes to him as a familiar friend. In an intimate relationship between human being and feathered being, one of both spirit and flesh. Yet it's ultimately this deep spiritual kinship that connects them, formed from the recognition of the sacredness of this bond. Eagle spirit is often associated with the highest and noblest, encouraging us to let our spirits soar. Through this communication, we know that we can touch the sky. We know that we can be more than just two-legged creatures clinging to the ground. We're intimately related to all of life on this planet. And it is through communing with any expression of life that we realize how vitally connected we all are. Something about DNA. Right? Connected to Earth's DNA. Whenever you experience a heartfelt communion with some physical expression of life, plant, animal, human, or anything else, it is only then you can truly feel how your life force is similar to the life force that is all around you. It is only a matter of the differences in form. An essence is articulated into the physical world in a multitude of ways. that is the same in everything and everyone, although it manifests in various shapes and characteristics. This essence is spirit emanating from the core of all things. Communion with nature is essential for you now. Take some time to do an open-eyed meditation with any nearby animal or plant. Relax your body as much as possible. Breathe consciously and keep your attention on the life form that you're communicating with. After a few moments, you will notice a sense of the boundaries dissolving, a melding of the I and thou. You may even receive messages or impressions of, as you find yourself in the flow of unspoken communication, which is going to shift your belief system. So you may be like an earth whisperer, an animal whisperer, something along them lines. And you could be getting that whisper that is going to help you resolve some sort of a personal issue when it comes to your ego. All right, I am going to read a part of the DNA, just a part of it. Something about karma. In many Eastern religions, it is a Sanskrit word implying the greater universal laws of cause and effect, providing the implied code of ethics within the structure of the seemingly endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, which we experience throughout our lives. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you had begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that you came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this pattern to some extent. Yet, as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times. You can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. So something within the family dynamic of your biological parents that is a pattern that needs to be resolved. And that communication is coming in from that ancestor about it. You have a choice to make. A choice between what's destined and what's fated. So you may have a higher self message coming in. You need to listen and believe what you hear. Don't allow your ego. It's like a choice between what your ego is telling you and what your higher self is telling you. And you got to know what the difference is. right. Pink. Love, caring, and compassion. So this ancestor is coming in and telling you they love you. Could be a parent with the Cancer energy. Could be a parent coming in telling you I love you. Diamond and promise. Some sort of a promise here. This, you can connect with it with the Herkimer diamond. Connect with your higher self with this Herkimer diamond to receive this communication. Swan, loyalty. See, there's a mirroring effect coming through. So when I think of the swan, sometimes I think about the ugly duckling who turned into this beautiful, graceful swan. So you do have some sort of a karmic mother coming through here from the other side who could be telling you, I love you. Also could be guiding you to complete some sort of karmic situation. This is a karmic mother. Let's take a look about, yeah, profound lessons are at hand. Intoxication, inhibited, and shameless. A child, innocence, immature, and adventurous. Something about the child. Okay, there's the cross. Yep. So what I am seeing here, Pisces, is you have a karmic mother figure coming in here and telling you the distance between fate and destiny is your belief system. I feel like they're telling you I love you, and I feel like what they're telling you is I want to resolve this issue. I've loved you all along. I want to resolve this karmic cycle, and I feel like you here are on earth to do so. You have carried this burden since you were a child of being shamed, right? And now it's time to complete this hard lesson, this cycle. So you are definitely completing lessons, completing karmic lessons here. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is so beautiful. I'm going to leave them cards out. Let's take a look what's in. Yeah, your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundation for the future. This foundation is going to be solid. This person is coming to your dreams. You have seen them. You're very aware that they are around you, and they are hitting your heart space, sending you songs, informations, telling you that you're beautiful and you have the ability to free yourself from this karmic cycle. Even though you're not sure, right? You may be a little clueless as to why they're coming in, but something isn't as it seems, is what she's telling you. You've self-imprisoned yourself, right? Sneaky snake, yeah, some sort of a sneaky snake here. Your ability to resurrect yourself out of this past situation with this sneaky snake that is forbidden. You have the opportunity to close this door of being imprisoned in your own mind, being delusional, being weak-minded, always like going down the rabbit hole, right, of trying to free yourself from this emotional imprisonment that you've had in. This person sends you songs. They come into your dreams as well, and they want you to stay determined to believe that anything is possible, because what you are building is going to be solid and stable. I don't know who this is for, but this is absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to leave these cards out here because I feel like this is very important. I feel like you have carried this burden long enough, and through this portal you're being given an opportunity to complete this very hard lesson, this burden that was passed down to you from this karmic mother figure, this karmic ancestor. This is a very toxic emotion. Let's pull some more cards. This is a very hard lesson. Profound, hard lesson is at hand. But the cycle, completion of this cycle is near. This personal issue can be resolved of you carrying this burden. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, healing. Healing could take place now. Diamond, promise. Oh, let's do pink, love, caring, compassion. Yep. Be patient. See, there's that inner child coming through. Be patient. Healing is absolutely taking place. This personal issue is being resolved. I feel like you have your family members coming through here who are watching over you, who are helping, assisting with this healing. Diamond, promise. Yeah, a masculine. So I see a masculine and feminine coming through here. So father healing is possible at this time. You have, I feel, with the Cancer, a mother, could be a family issue. A mother and a father coming through. Biological parents coming through here. Swan, loyalty, refocus. So you're being asked to refocus yourself. Go through this storm. Go through this storm that this blood moon retrograde is guiding you to go. There's a lot of inner child wounds here. You've carried the burden of your ancestors long enough is what I feel. You have learned your lessons. This was a hard lesson. But now you are nearing this resolution. Your innocence being returned back to you. Yeah, springtime. In the springtime is when the time, right? Something about springtime. And then we have somebody who regrets something. Somebody's going through an awakening to free will. They're going through the dark night of the soul when it comes to some sort of an offer that they need to release because they are guided. Their ego guided them to do something that broke your heart. Yeah, that got this entity bound to you. The shadow. You're on a twin flame journey. So, yeah, your ego is just numb in this situation, but you're being asked to raise your vibration. Yeah, some sort of family. This masculine regrets something. Somebody has a shadow bound to them. Somebody's family is going to come in and ask for forgiveness because they're seeing the signs that this action has to be taken to help complete the cycle. So they may be coming in and wanting to apologize, maybe wanting this fresh start for abandoning you. But they're admiring your devotion to face this fear. Let's pull one more card here, Pisces. It's like somebody was being fed poisonous love here. Drinking out of this poisonous cup of love. Somebody could have literally been trying to poison somebody too. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Somebody could be drinking some poison out of a cup. So Pisces, please be aware of that. Pink, caring, and patience. The moon. So what is hidden is coming to the light. Something about the dreams. Somebody coming into somebody's dreams here. Yeah, something is finally coming to the light. Some sort of a secret, some sort of a hidden truth that has caused a lot of confusion in your belief system, has caused a lot of confusion in this family dynamic. Yeah, that's what I see here. This person's coming in with some sort of truth here. This karmic parent. Diamond, promise, and divine masculine. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody was very manipulative. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody was very manipulative. Somebody was definitely secretly, whatever was hidden, whatever this truth is coming to the light about this manipulative individual with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody coming in saying, I never loved you, I never cared about you. The Queen of Wands in reverse is like, she's very, very manipulative, very narcissistic. Clarify the Queen of Wands again, please. Justice. So it could have something to do with the court system. Maybe somebody's dad's bringing the truth in about this court system. I know in my case, I was adopted, so I'm waiting for the truth. But whatever this is going to be very, very healing. Swan, loyalty, and refocus, please and thank you. Queen of Swords. So there's that truth coming in. We have two queens here. Somebody who is very verbally manipulative, who is secretly hiding the truth. Justice is about to be served. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through here. Clarify the moon card, please, in reverse. The Fool. Somebody thought that they could secretly play you for the Fool. They thought you were the Fool. Nine 911's coming through here. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please, and thank you. King of Cups. Third party situation. The King and the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. Somebody's going to come in and be honest with you. Some sort of secret is about to be revealed. Something is coming to the light. What was hidden is coming to the light. Some sort of truth about how somebody feels and how somebody was manipulated, verbally manipulating the situation. And how they were trying to play somebody as the Fool. Somebody who was being very immature. This was how somebody learned a lesson. Maybe somebody did not listen to their higher self. We have the Knight of Cups. Somebody is a womanizer. Keeping somebody in third party situations. Right? There's that 3-3 energy. Ace of Cups. Third party situations. That's what's being illuminated. How somebody was collaborating with other people. The King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. 3 people. How they collaborated against somebody. Somebody was a womanizer here with the Knight of Cups in reverse. And they only wanted to offer the cup of poisonous love. Right? The womanizer. Be aware. Yep, this is being exposed. But somebody has a healthy self-esteem. This Emperor energy, somebody who is very in control of their life, somebody who sits on their throne. Yeah, somebody was abusing their magic, abusing their power. Somebody who is very cocky, very arrogant, very self-centered. Because somebody walked away. They're very unbalanced. And now somebody wants forgiveness for the ritual that they did. For trying to block somebody. Take some sort of an opportunity to keep somebody all trapped in their head. Keep them in their mental illness. Somebody did it out of greed and materialism. Trying to keep somebody blind from making healthy decisions. And that's because they were very insecure. Trying to make somebody insecure. Somebody who's very intuitive, very empathic. I'm right, you're wrong. Always needing to be right. So there you go. Thank you for watching, Pisces.